Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com. My name is Mike Panna. I'm the moderator in the series of videos that is all about Persian rugs and carpets from around the world. And in this video, I want to feature one of our really special rugs that, well, we were just blessed to recently be able to acquire. And it's a rare type of rug because of its colors and designs and just the sheer quality. And that is this absolute rare, gorgeous Nain, what is known as Chahala. It's Fola. And what this means basically, before I get behind the camera as I always do, Fola means one fringe is made up of 4 threads. These are amongst the finest wool rugs that you will find. There are a few finer Nain rugs, like for example the ultra rare 3-law pieces, and there are also some extremely fine Isfahan as well as Tabriz rugs. But when you talk about high-end quality and you are talking about carpets, you're talking about rugs that the average person can still purchase, this is about as fine as it gets. And before I get behind the camera and point out some of the features, because this rug has unique colors and designs that is back from the 1970s, late 60s and 70s. You don't find these in the Nain rugs, basically in the Persian rugs anymore. A lot of it has changed. This is a really rare piece. It was treated like a piece of art, so it was hung on a wall, extremely well taken care of. It's basically brand new, other than the fact that we're dating it to right about 1970, and that's due to the unique designs that I'm going to point out to you in a second. And then I'm going to show you the extreme fine quality. This is about 900 knots per square inch. And what is unique about these types of Nain rugs is that they're still in what I call the realm of reality, in a sense that the average person, yes, you can save your money and you can, it's like a piece of art. You can buy a painting for $3,000 or $4,000, or you can buy something like this and hang it on the wall because it is basically a pictorial piece. But if this was, for example, a Tabriz rug or an Isfahan, with this quality, you would be easily be spending twice the amount of money. And so this is why I really like the Nain rugs, the high-end quality anyways. But when it comes to the full-law pieces, what I really like about them is that when you look at the extremely fine pieces, the price tags are not as astronomical as the Tabriz, the Isfahans, and so on. So as always, I'm going to get behind the camera, point out some of the features of this gorgeous rare Nain rug. So I'm going to see you again here in just a second. So here I'm back again as always. And to get things started on this Nain rug, what is unique about the older Nain rugs, and this is, when I say older, we're talking 60s and 70s. The Nain rugs really became popular about that time thanks to weavers like Habibian, who really became basically the finest, best known weavers in Nain. They incorporated some of the colors, and this is a perfect representation of it. You will notice this dates back to right about 1970. And what you see in here are the colors, the mint green, the light blues, the almost darkish burgundy red, and also the birds. And this is a key right there. These birds that you see here and the animals that are almost like out of books, and you see the amount of silk. This is all classic from the late 70s. I'm sorry, from the late 60s to the mid 70s. What tells us about the age of the rug, just out of curiosity, in case you're wondering, it's a combination of colors, the animals, the nature of how the animals are designed, and also the overall look. For example, you notice the flowers, the circular flower. A lot of these design patterns, they stick around for a few years, then they go away, then the new kind of patterns emerge. So for us, when we look at a rug like this, we look at the combination of the borders, the colors, we look at the design features, and that is how we're able to determine the approximate age. And obviously, when it comes to the condition and everything, well, that pretty much speaks for itself. As I mentioned to you, this is what is known as a chahalla. Chah means in Farsi, it means the number 4. And what this means is if I were to take one single thread, and if I were to completely take it apart, there would be 4 yarns that make up one fringe. That is how, this is what we classify as 4-law, extremely fine. And 4-law pieces, just so you know, when you take, I'm gonna do my very best here. If you look at this, you can see right there, over an inch, you have right about 30 knots per line. And so if you square that number, you get, and this is typical. The Nain rugs have between, the 4-law pieces have between 800 to 900 knots per square inch, thereabout. Extremely fine pieces. Another unique feature about this particular Nain rug is the design and the shape. Normally, as you know, Persian rugs are designed to be, well, vertical. Here you have a horizontal layout, or what we would call a landscape, which makes it absolutely perfect for hanging on the wall. And this is exactly where this original owner had it. He moved, we were able to acquire it, and he didn't have the room for it, but he kept it in such an immaculate state that, like I said, this is like new. And you can see it in the design. This is almost like what we call a tree of life design. You have the waters, you have the animals, you have the birds, you have the trees. But what is also classic for the Nain rugs is that it's what we call a mirrored reflection. The left side is identical to the right side. Normally in pictorial pieces, you have a center field, and then you have different designs throughout the rug. Perfect example would be, for example, if you look at the Gom rugs, if you look at the hunting rugs, you see one scene. What you don't see is a copy, a mirror copy. Well, on the Nain pictorials, and this is very classic in the Nain, imagine if you cut this rug in half, right down the middle. The left side is a copy of the right side. You notice the animals by the water. We got the little stream on the right bottom. You got the same on the left bottom. Same animals. You have the, well, I don't really know what type of animals these are. I'm going to say hogs. I'm just going to play it safe. Hogs with ugly horns. Whatever those things are called, well, you notice here, you notice here. Notice the birds here and here. They are all identical, the same at the very top. This is classic Nain. You will also find it sometimes in the Isfahan rugs, but this is also one of the ways that we can look at and say, okay, well, we can date it based on this. So it's really rare that you will find this type of Nain rug. Like I said, I was extremely thrilled. The 4 law pieces are very hard to find to begin with. Then to have this type of horizontal design, the colors, just the quality, it's just overall speaking, it's absolutely phenomenal. As you know, if you subscribe to our channel, I do not like to market our own carpets. This is not what the YouTube channel is about. But when we have the opportunity to acquire and then offer fine Persian rugs that are rare, and they gotta be just like I've done with some of the other pieces, I have absolute no problems showcasing them. And this is a perfect example of a very hard to find Nain rug with just an absolute gorgeous quality, perfect size for hanging on walls. I thought I'd show you also a little bit about the colors and designs and explain to you, give you a little bit of a background as to how we look at rugs. When we look at rugs, how we can tell the age, quality, and also therefore. So I hope this video is of help to you. As always, feel free to subscribe or leave us questions or visit us at mprugs.com for any questions you may have. Best wishes to all of you, and I will be obviously coming back here with many more videos to come. Take care. Bye-bye.